On May 12th, when the world's attention was on the China-US joint statement, something else slipped into the media circle. An image, very simple and highly unconventional. The United States, in all its glory, is unloved. That was from the Democracy Perception Index 2025. The Alliance of Democracies Foundation has been doing this survey every year, and this is the first time where the most countries are more favorable towards China than the United States. I don't know if the foundation timed this publication with that China-US joint statement, but it was very easy for, well, everyone to catch it. I resisted the urge to talk about this too early because I didn't want it to be all about the tariffs. Yes, the tariffs are a major part of it. They hit America's allies and major trading partners, led to chaos in supply chains and delays in shipments. Then, under pressure, within a little over a month, a lot of them were suspended. Even the Wall Street Journal, a conservative paper, had a scathing comment. Rarely has an economic policy been repudiated as soundly and as quickly as President Trump's Liberation Day tariffs. But always remember, he is not governing alone. Here's my question. When was the last time you heard Congress, as a whole entity, did something to correct him or stop him? Think about it for a sec. The United States, for the last several decades, built its reputation based on a simple argument. They have checks and balances. No one person can rule alone. No big mistakes can be made. Therefore, they have stability. They project stability. That was the core of America's democratic appeal. Well, clearly that's not true because they just made the gigantic mistakes in April. Perhaps when their ancestors made that argument, they didn't expect a populist movement taking over Washington, dominating America's power structure. Perhaps they didn't expect that one branch of government could overpower the other two in such a manner. Perhaps they didn't expect that to save their own careers, government officials today would rubber stamp instead of doing their jobs. The NPR published this piece in late April about the Congress. Move slow and get out of the way was the marching order there. It quoted a senior Republican senator named Lisa Murkowski as saying, "We're all afraid. I'm oftentimes very anxious myself about using my voice because retaliation is real." You don't hear that very often from an American politician, do you? And this is not an indictment against Congress alone. And it's certainly not just coming from me. This year's Harvard Youth poll reveals that only 19% of young Americans trust the federal government to do the right thing most or all the time. And their trust in Congress, the President, and the Supreme Court is dismal. Dismal. On top of that, 38% of adults believe neither the Democrats nor the Republicans fight for people like them. How could they have trust when they are suffering from the trade war while thinking the politicians are benefiting from the market fluctuation? This is the real reason for why people don't like America anymore. That system failed to live up to the image it projected. We can debate whether Donald Trump revealed it or hastened it, but it failed. It failed for everyone around the world to see, and its failures spilled over into their lives. And the thing is, there's no sign of anyone fixing it.